Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Thursday, the 14th of November 2024, or the 14th of October in the 12th year of Chongil Cook. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Kyombe. Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 4. 천일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 찬조 이사인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 4. Our family, the owner of Chongil-guk, pledges to build the universal family, encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. Like to ask Greg Hansen if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Yeah. Please join me in prayer. So, good morning, dearest Heavenly Parent, and good morning, our true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. Today, Thursday, and we'd like to open our hearts and minds to your special message today, and grateful to be together with our community, our brothers and sisters, and looking forward to seeing everyone and to hearing your message. So please guide us today, and thank you for all the love, protection you give at every moment. And we want to strengthen our faith and our courage and hearts to continue to support True Mother and True Parents, and really try to become more loving and more caring, and giving more to communities, to the outside community, so that we can establish the strong Chongil-guk era. And also looking forward to the entrance ceremony next year in Korea on April 13th. So we want to support as best we can, and feel and see your kingdom expanding. Please, we hope also and praying that all the wars can end in Ukraine and the Middle East. And we're praying that we can all be emboldened and strengthened. The members can those a little bit on the periphery come back, and can contribute more and more, so that the whole providence can move forward quickly and less suffering for everyone. So we offer you this and pray this. My name, Greg Hansen, Blessed Central Family, RG.
Thank you, and let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Today is also the beautiful morning. Let's begin with our sincere heart and devotion, and also offering heart. So thank you very much. Dr. Kim and myself concluded the activity in Solomon Island, and we came back yesterday to Australia. Now we are in Brisbane, and after Hundoke, we will go to the Melbourne. So this time, during the Solomon visitation time, there are 3 big targets. One is the Chambo workshop. Another one is New Hope Academy groundbreaking ceremony. And third one was to have a meeting with VIP. So yesterday also I showed a little bit, but yesterday we concluded the process program. So I'd like to share the whole photo. So this is the Prime Minister's office and building. So this is the Prime Minister of Solomon Island. We appreciate it. And he gave also some necklace, you could see. This necklace to give me and Dr. Kim. I heard this is kind of the highest or kind of the respect. So we appreciate behalf of our true mother, true parents, and also gave to true mothers and the Myanmar also. So we had a good time, share about our activity, true mother, and also next year activity program. So it was a really beautiful moment together with him. And next also we had visitation to the Governor General of Solomon Island. Also, he welcomed us. We share well. And this also was the beautiful meaning, beautiful moment. He listened well and support about our activities. We said, now there are so many problems in the society. Important things is youth and also family. And he also agreed how to solve the youth, how to solve the family matters. So he also happily also said, good. And also this is the assembly, the National Assembly. In the end, we went yesterday and we had a meeting with the Speaker of House of Solomon Island. It was also a good meeting. So we concluded well. And when we came out from the assembly, we met also the former Prime Minister. So we greet him and also talk well. Yes, so basically, yesterday I like this. So actually, few years, I think more than 10 years, we could not meet the head of states of Solomon Island. That's why this time officially we met about head of states is already after long years, but this time everything was smoothly happened, and also their response was so much positive. That's why Mother is talking about the golden time. Really, era was changed, spiritual world are also changing, and really the era was prepared. That's why how we can unite with true parents, and what is now concerned about true mother, what is really thinking of true mother, and we unite and go forward, then everything will be opened and also can guide it. That's why through this visitation, we are also surprised and we are so much happy, and we could feel those also prepared atmosphere, the nation of Solomon Island and even era itself. So I'm appreciate really our Reverend Norman, the national leader of Solomon Island, and also elder brother, Mr. Rex, and all brothers and sisters. Thank you for your arrangement and also investment. And also thank you our brothers and sisters for your special prayer. So Solomon Island is continuously developing. Please also pray and support well. Okay. So after this, go to Melbourne, and the Melbourne side, we will organize the Chombo workshop centering on the Victoria. So please support and please join well. Okay. So another thing, I think not so much special. Another activity, maybe I will report tomorrow again. So thank you. So let's start our Fundok. Today's message is from Chan Song-gyun, our attitude toward the creation. So let's see it together, please.
Section 4, our attitude toward the creation. When we wake up and open our eyes, we see all of creation unfolding before us. From the creation, we indirectly and intuitively receive certain impressions, and by responding to them, we develop our senses. Even the smallest creatures are connected to us. Even though we ignore them, these seemingly insignificant creatures are connected to us and lead their lives every day according to the ideal of the heavenly principle.
Thank you. Father said, even the smallest creatures are connected to us, even though we ignore them. These seemingly insignificant creatures are connected to us and lead their lives every day according to the ideal of the heavenly principle. So every moment we are having the daily life in each place. But how often or how much are we having the thinking or thought for all things or things around ourselves? Surely we are thinking about ourselves or myself or my body. But how about beside of this? How much we are thinking that all things. So can you look at around yourself now? Can you find some kind of any things, 10 things? Can you recognize some 10 different kind of things? Laptop, TV, or cell phone, chairs, books. Can you see around those things? Maybe you could find more than 10 things. There are so many things around you, but during the daily life, or even within one day, how deeply or how much are we thinking those things preciously and also the appreciating to those things every moment? They are waiting. They are trying to connect with us. But how about ourselves? Are we trying to connect with them or recognize them or really feeling their heart or not? That's why our Father is also talking the things or creature. Creature is also creature, but also or things is also same. Please.
Why is this so? From the perspective of the purpose of existence, all creatures, from the smallest to the greatest, that is, human beings, who are the lords of creation and ruler over all things, everything lies within the realm of the ideal of love and can embrace God's ideal for this vast universe. Movement occurs as small things are absorbed by larger entities governing larger spheres, thus fulfilling the purpose of the universe. Small things are absorbed by bigger things, becoming the building blocks of their material form. This relationship leads to the realization of one purpose based on one great ideal. We cannot deny that this is the way history has been progressing and the way the physical world has been following the principle of heaven toward the fulfillment of one purpose.
Yes, thank you. All existence has purpose. And he said, everything lies within the realm of the ideal of love. So this is including our human beings. So we are those existence. So we have to understand well. Please.
The value of all things of creation and the destruction of the natural world. Throughout my life, I have thought, even if I am the only one, I should understand the sorrow of the precious things of creation made by God. We value national treasures housed in places, yet we do not cherish the precious things of creation made by God. Those with a heart to say, though everyone living on this earth may be ignorant, I will understand, can become a new people able to govern humankind in the future. This is not a concept, but a fact. Who values all things of creation more than they value the family treasure handed down through generations?
Please continue.
Diamonds are considered to be the most valuable and precious stones in the world. People hold on to them and refuse to let them go. Who in this world values creation more than diamonds? Where can we find such people? God will say, I hear you. Upon seeing those who understand in their hearts what he has created and who weep when they hold the things of creation.
Yes, this is respected or really special thought. We will understand each small thing's value itself, and we try to feel the heart of the world of each things. And Father said, God will say, I hear you. Upon seeing those who understand in their hearts what he has created and who weep when they hold the things of creation. If we have this kind of heart, even we can hear the voice of God and Heavenly Parent. When we really appreciate, think, and feel the all things is heart, we can also find out the heart of God or voice of God. Have you heard that? Can you hear those voice or heart of our Heavenly Parent? Please.
Nature is an exhibit that God has given us as a magnificent gift. He prepared this gift for the birth of his beloved sons and daughters, who were to live in love for others. Every bird and plant was a decoration to bring beauty into the lives of his beloved sons and daughters. Even the pebbles along the road were created as decorations for a nation, since God knew that his sons and daughters would be the owners who would rule over the nation. It is the same with flowing water. God did not want things to be dry and monotonous, so he created the natural world fit for Prince of Dreams and Hope, who would inherit this infinitely colorful and harmonious garden, this world of love. Hence, we learn from all things of creation.
As God created all things, or God created this universe for humanity, or God's son and daughters. And there is God's hope inside of all things. And what is the God's hope? And what is God's thinking toward all things? Actually, this purpose is to give the happiness, to see the smile of sons and daughters or human beings. That's why the last purpose, the final purpose, or main purpose for God creation is actually for the son and daughter of God, our human beings. That meaning is for ourselves. God is our heavenly parent, and God is creating all things when he imagine the smile of son and daughters. So we also have to understand the heart of our heavenly parent. Please.
No matter how precious a work of art in a museum, can it have more value than a living work of art? Who has loved this earth, the museum of all things, and the work of God more than God has? Has anyone loved the earth more than they love their national treasures? Can a gold crown from the Silla dynasty sitting in a museum compare with one dandelion growing alongside the road? If there were a king who understood God's heart and who took care of the creation with a heart that said, I feel sorry and ashamed because I cannot love you from the position of an original king whom God has loved, the tufts of grass would want to follow that king and be with him eternally. This is how people should live.
Yes. So museum, all things. Father is also talking about this the museum and the world of all things. So we try to feel the heart of all things and ourselves.
Sorry?
So we have this mindset
Okay. Oh,
to
good.
treat
Oh,
and meet with them. So the heart of king, it's also the so precious. Please.
You should have such a mind that when observing nature imbued with God's love, you say, can the precious items possessed by the kings of this world or by people of great fame compare with this? Can any artifact compare with this? Can a glamorous dress worn by a famous lady compare with this? Without that heart, we are committing sin before the natural world without even realizing it.
Yes, please continue.
If there's anyone who looks at a living creature and asks, what items produced by human hands could compare with this? No matter how great someone might be, could he or she ever be greater than God? A person who deeply cherished all creation in which God totally invested his heart would surely be a child of God. Such a person would not need to pray, for he or she would live with God. God guides people in such a position.
Thank you. God created universe. So how much do we recognize and understand those values? Father said, a person who deeply cherished all creation in which God totally invested his heart would surely be a child of God. Such a person would not need to pray, for he or she would live with God. God guides people into such a position. So all of us, we are the son or daughter of God. So this position is from original or from the beginning actually, and receiving the blessing. We are actually given this position with God's lineage after human fall. And how about our second generation case? Because of the blessing of our parents, when second gen are born, already from the beginning of the life, our second gen has a God's lineage, and this position was given already. Then how about the artistically? Our first generation case, we receive the blessing. Through receiving the blessing, our lineage was changed to God's lineage and our second generation. Then are we really having the same heart with God? Are we really feeling the heart of God? And are we standing here as the owner of the universe and to treat all things and feel all things and connect the heart of God or not? Our position is already here as the children of God, even with God's lineage. But how about inside? How about our heart? So we should really reflect this point. Original position of humanity, we are the precious existence, and we could be restored back through the true parents, but also internally, really we have to return back to that position and to gain back or restore back the original nature together. Please.
Pollution is destroying nature. Since World War II, fish have been dying from water pollution and birds have been falling to the ground from air pollution. We have to protect the water and the air. Water, air, and sunlight are the most important. People today live without knowing the value of these things.
Please continue.
Nowadays, pollution is a serious problem for humankind. Since World War II, because of population, the oceans are becoming dirty and fish are dying. The same is happening to the animals in the mountains and to the birds. Some countries are selfishly dumping their waste into international waters, and the oceans are dying. Because of worsening pollution year after year, fish are deserting shallow waters and moving into deeper waters, where they are eaten by deep water fish. Then the deep water fish die after eating these smaller fish. This is why the food supply for fish is diminishing. This is a big problem. We need to purify the polluted ocean waters. We need to purify the water so that the fish can live.
Thank you. So how is this? Was it happening realistically in each place? Actually, those things are happening in each place even without notice or even we could not recognize. Until yesterday, I was in Solomon Island, and in Solomon Island, the air is so clean, and in the nighttime, we can see the stars. And when I went to the beach side, the water, ocean water is so clean, and there I could see the fish inside of the water. So originally, this should be normal, but when we go to the big city, it is not true. Already air was so dirty, and even daytime, we try to see the far place of the city, but kind of the white air or white things, and even we could not see the far place of that city. And how about the water? Even go to the ocean side, water is not clean, and really we could see those differences. So air, water are so much polluted. How about yourself, around yourself, your city, your country? Those things are clean already or not clean? And who will take responsibility about those nature and environment? So our true parents, they are the one really seriously try to take responsibility and found a way to solve those problems. Please.
Pollution is hastening the destruction of humankind. The worst kind of pollution is water pollution. Before people die, animals die first. The fish in the oceans are dying. The fish in the oceans are dying. The birds are dying, and the small insects are dying. Since World War II, because of air pollution, birds have been dying, and because of water pollution, fish have been dying. Now, because of pesticides, all small and large animals are dying. In the future, if people are fighting, what will happen? We are producing more carbon dioxide than oxygen. The situation could worsen until humankind perishes. No matter how great you are, if you have no water and air is scarce, you will die. What use would the land be? No grass would grow. Therefore, we need to love the water and the land, and we need to protect the fish and the animals.
Yes, pollution is hastening the destruction of humankind. The worst kind of pollution is water pollution. Before people die, animals die first. The fish in the ocean are dying. The birds are dying, and the small insects are dying. So the influence of the pollution are such big things. And are we really recognizing those things? We are busy every day. We don't have time to think, but we cannot excuse this kind of way. These things are given by God and Heavenly Parent. So we should concern and think those things and love. And even we have to take responsibility together. Please.
People have ravaged our God-given environment, causing the death of many animals. We have killed the best gift God has given to his sons and daughters. Therefore, I teach that we should become second creators, loving the gifts God has given us on his behalf. After living such a life of love, we can go to heaven. Recently, I heard that in Korea, people are killing magpies, thinking they are harmful. I don't think we should worry about what kind of thing. Instead, we should prepare 1 year's food supply for the magpies and raise them with kindness.
Yes, we should become second creators, loving the gifts God has given us on his behalf. So we have to live well, and we have to live the original way of life. So this is the final slide, please.
Then let's see what happens. I used to prepare and give food to pigeons and other birds, and I found that the birds recognized my kindness. The magpies would greet me with the cow, cow, cow when they flew by. The pigeons would greet me with coo, 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 and sparrows would say chip, chip, chip. If you become a true owner, birds will not pass you by without greeting you, because I fed them every day. They expressed their thanks.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Na. So this is the original relationship between human beings and all things. So we really want to restore this original relationship with all things. So what is the God's providence or Heavenly Parent providence? Now we try to restore the nation and try to establish the nation of Chanukuk. Then what kind of things can we deliver to our brothers and sisters and our peoples? We can also say what is the nation of Chanukuk. And now, especially toward next year, we are focusing for the entrance ceremony of Chanongun and Chanil Sanctum. Then what is the essence of these things? We should create here the original nation and world. And we want to welcome our Heavenly Parent on this earth. This is the main purpose of entrance ceremony of Chanongun, of course, and God's will and our will of true parents. That's why in each moment, during this providential time, that we have to understand the heart of God and heart of Heavenly Parents and wish of Heavenly Parents, and we will live together with happiness. So wouldn't it be important to understand such deep and fundamental content? The words concerning all things are indeed a time for us to recognize and feel the world of God's heart and the heart of all creation, a world that humanity has forgotten. Through today's word, we are learning about the meaning or value of all things. So this should be coming together during daily life or each moment. God's ideal, nation of Chanukuk, entrance ceremony, welcoming Heavenly Parents, all things are coming together. That's why in each moment, how about our mindset? How about our life things? How do we have the living way of original God's son and daughters? So through these things, let's reflect well, let's appreciate all things around us first, and feel God's heart and return the happiness to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So today is also the precious time. We will meet many kind of people who are prepared by God. Let's share this heart and let's share the God's ideal. So thank you for joining in today's morning 훈독회. Let's create a beautiful day. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing with us this morning and really sharing Mother's words of creation and taking responsibility, and to really appreciate that we are a blessed family, really appreciating how blessed we are. And even though the world is still in turmoil and confused, we are here as a representative of our true parents, and as a blessed family, we are responsible to really help others understand the truth. And thinking about our responsibility and the pollution around us, mentioning how we need to do something about it. I remember trying to get people to understand their responsibility and pollution that the Australian government had a series of commercials made to help people be aware and to look after things better. Maybe Sydney people, Australians might remember a campaign where they're promoting, don't leave your rubbish lying around, and they would have a scene of a pool party, and then everyone throwing their food waste and things in the swimming pool until the swimming pool is people are in the swimming pool swimming around, and the rubbish is building up, and you can see, oh, that looks terrible, and then they make the comment, you wouldn't do this to your own backyard pool, but so why do you do it to our beaches and ocean? So there's like this campaign to highlight our responsibility and to keep things clean and keep it those sort of things were effective, help people to be more aware, and even campaigns that they often do for so people don't get sunburn by slip slop slap, having a campaign to put on sunscreen and wear a hat and protect yourself. I always it just always those sort of campaigns, the government and advertising to make people aware to do that, it just shows how ignorance because of the fall is so profound, and that so selfish, people are so selfish that they would rather get sunburn so that they have a good color on their skin to be able, instead of protecting themselves, and then consequences of skin cancer later in life. Really, this pollution and misuse of the things around us is strongly influenced because of the selfish nature arising from the fall that we know of. And that's why it's so important for us to recognize through the principle, through our true parents, through our heavenly parent, just how blessed we are with the things around us, and that we really need to look after it as owners, that really we are owners, and we were always destined to be that, because we were created as our heavenly parents' children, and that we grow up to take real responsibility. But we're still faced with the same problems today, and that's why Mother is encouraging and telling all of the blessed families, the way to change everything is to witness and to welcome our heavenly parent in the opening of the Chongyal Sanctum next year. And just the message today, especially thinking about the pollution that is around, really is just highlighting the necessity for us to do better. Anyway, so I was just thinking like that this morning, and open it up to others who'd like to share. So thank you. Yes, Mr. Rai, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Rev Yutaka. It's a good trip with Solomon Island. It's Chombo, Dr. Kim, and meet, I think, quite VIP. I think I can see everyone with fantastic face, and I thank Joy, and thank you very much. So about today's message, when I wake up, and I normally wake up like 4:30, then when listen very carefully, started to listen for birds singing. One bird started singing, and listen more carefully, other bird started to singing and around 4 o'clock and towards 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's I think singing. There's many birds is join. Then we can hear and we wake up. I think wake up call. Then I was thinking like a true father. I think a true father is incredible from at the beginning. It's from it's a child kind of adventure. It was looking for all. I think his study, it's all of experience, incredible. But also I think father's high sense of like a poet understanding is I think because he is more deeply understand God because God love for human being as a child. That's why God created all universe, all nature for us. At this point, Father is really understand. So they even see the diamond, it's a heart of the creation. Father cried something, and so they, I think, really in a great. I can see it's heart of to Father, to parent, and also heart of God. It's a great message. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you. It's just wondering about Rex, about the trip that Dr. Kim and Rev Yutaka had in the Solomons, and if you wanted to make a comment about that.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, good morning, Reverend Yutaka. We miss you already. So, anyway, on behalf of our Solomon Island, I'd like to say thank you, Reverend Yutaka, for really taking the burden to represent our true mother. So, we know that you didn't come as a person, you came on behalf of our true mother. So, we are so grateful to Dr. Kim and the Reverend Yutaka to set this great condition. Also, the Chongqing prayer is a real. That was the really base that made everything possible. So Dr. Kim and the Reverend Taka arrive on Friday and the evening we have a Chongqing prayer. Of course, we have been praying every day for us to make sure that our true mother representative have to meet the Prime Minister, also the Governor General and the Speaker. I've been praying for that. So on behalf of our true mother, Reverend Taka met the Prime Minister, as you saw in the photos. So we are so grateful. And Father, all of us were very happy that true mother came to the Solomon Island through Reverend Taka. So it was very good. All in all, we know Solomon Island was again chosen as a strategic nation. As a strategic nation, not only for Solomon, for our Oceania. So thank you very much, all our Oceania families, for your prayers. Whatever happened in the Solomon is only for Solomon, is for our Oceania region. So we are so grateful for your prayers and support. So now let's turn our focus and I pray to really support the Chombo event in Melbourne. So the victory in Melbourne, again, is a victory for Oceania, not only for Melbourne. This is our thinking. It was a great event. And then, so we had also the groundbreaking for the New Hope Academy. We really are so grateful to our true mother for really helping us on Island. So, Reverend Taka, thank you very much for representing our true mother. So, we are so grateful. We hope that we from there will continue we continue and move forward to bring victory for 2025. Thank you very much, Uncle John. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Rex. Thank you. Yeah, so we have a lot of hope in Solomon's getting expanding and finally sending missionaries around the world. We need to see the missionaries everywhere, a good training ground for Oceania, and we can really support our True Mother by sending many people as missionaries. Yeah. So thank you, and we still have time for anyone to. Yes, Anna, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just looking up the traditional name for Solomon Islands. I'm sure there's a traditional name before the Solomons, because that name was given by a Spanish explorer. Anyway, Solomon, King Solomon. Maybe that's why it's so successful. But also, it's really beautiful experience, appreciating the little things in life. The little flowers that you see as you walk by on the street. And so it is also good to appreciate big things in life, like people. So anyway, I have a message here for somebody whose birthday is today. Keiko's son, Kenji's wife. So sway me. She should have done this. Anyway, strong instruction from her. Happy birthday to Keiko. I don't know whether she's watching. Yeah. And for everybody else who has a birthday today, happy birthday. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Nav, and happy birthday. Yes, Mary, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Regarding Father's words this morning about the environment, I really believe that just like with character education, we're trying to put character education in the schools. We also need to have education for children about how to love and respect and care for nature and the environment. I think it needs to start from a young age, because as people get older, they sort of can't really change so easily, and especially people that are just caring about making money. Like I've just been thinking about the major corporations. They've just destroyed so much of the environment without, just in the name of making money, basically. They might say it's for feeding the world, but the bottom line is making money. And they've just, especially the big corporations, like agricultural corporations, they've just gone into so many nations and just taken over the land. Thousands and thousands of farmers have been put off their land, and they use genetically modified seeds, herbicides, pesticides, destroy the entire areas of land. So, if those corporations, if the leaders of those corporations had some understanding when they were a child about the value of creation, then maybe they would have a different attitude toward what they're doing. Yeah, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. Thank you. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, morning, everyone. Just along with that there's definitely an agenda to cut people off from nature. I see there's a movement now in Australia to cut people off from all state forest use and things like that, so to preserve nature. So in a balance, True Father's real outlook is that, we have this relationship with nature and it should be promoted in the correct way. So I'm sure Mary understands that fully, but it isn't just protecting nature itself, because there's a big movement to cut people out of interacting with nature. So it's a little more complicated than that. So we need a real round view about that. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Yes, Kathy, have your hand up. Go ahead.
I like doing the garden. And the other day when I was out in the garden, it's not my cat, it's Jeffrey's cat or their daughter's cat. No matter what I'm doing, the cat has to, when I'm out there, I don't tell it I'm going, but it seems to know that I'm out there doing the gardening. And whenever it sees me there, it comes up and I've got to pat it, whether I've got my gloves on or not. I've got to pat it. And then once I've patted it to his satisfaction, then he'll sit behind me and while I'm weeding and working in the garden. And the other day, on Monday when I was out in the garden, I could hear this bird. And do you know what it was calling out? It wasn't calling out coo, 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 coo. It was calling out true parents, true parents, true parents. And I nearly flipped. I thought, what's going on here? And I looked up and it was a blackbird on the next, I don't know, it was a dark colored bird on the power line by itself and just calling out true parents, true parents, true parents. It was so beautiful. I couldn't believe it. So I had to share it. It was lovely to think you're out in the nature and there's true parents with you and the cat. So lovely.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think could you record the bird voice and could you send to us?
I didn't record it. I couldn't believe it. I'll have to take my camera out next time with the phone if I hear it again.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yes, Reverend Ito, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I think the ancestor of Marshall find out Marshall Island, and I'm very appreciate and beautiful nature of Marshall Island. However, nuclear test of U.S. destroy 5 atoll. Even today, this is exactly, human beings destroy the beautiful nature, and even after 50 years, still they are outside of the home island. Yeah, this is something really exactly what Father said. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up the screen. Let's pray together. Thank you.
I must remember. Thank you.
Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, and welcome back to Australia. And I hope everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
And we send a
Thank you.
birthday to Keiko-san.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Happy birthday, everybody.